Welcome back, degenerates. I'm talking about some more chronographs today. Don't ask me why, I've just been in a chronograph mood lately. Both of these are from Seiko, and I'm pretty sure that they're both discontinued. Don't take my word on it, all I know is that I've owned them for around 8 years, and I think even then they were older models. Before I was ruined by the watch community, I used to think these ones were the apex of luxury. Before these watches, I pretty much only had a handful of Walmart G-Shocks, some Casios, and probably a Timex somewhere in the mix. These watches opened my eyes to all those things you basic bitches drool over, like sweeping second hands, applied indices, refined finishing, all that stuff. And now, after almost a decade of unhinged watch buying degeneracy, I can say these are still really good watches. I hate using the word character, but I gotta tell you, these things have it. They showcase all the great things about the Y2K era before it was destroyed by the disgusting minimalism of Apple and Silicon Valley homos. These watches straight up don't give a fuck. Take the Excelsior for example. I mean, like, what the hell is this thing? It looks like an alien creature, and it's awesome. And then the 508. The 508 is like the yes man of design. Tool or dressy? Yes. Shiny or brushed? Yes. Refined or knurled? Also yes. Yes to everything. Put everything on it, and also make it two-toned. They both look like the Seiko design and marketing teams were all just doing lines of coke off of dirty geishas and having just a grand old time. You might think I'm making fun of them, but I promise you I'm not. I unequivocally live for this shit. That's why I bought them, and that's why they've remained. Don't get it twisted. Outside of the superficial razzle-dazzle, these are still objectively great watches. The 508 World Time offers an impressive arsenal of features compared to the typical analog three-hander. The 12 o'clock subdial summarizes what those features are. There's a chronograph, a world time subdial, an alarm, and the battery gauge here tells you that it's solar powered. Access to the chronograph is simple enough. You just press the top pusher to start measuring time. But it's done in such a beautifully inefficient way, and you just gotta enjoy the visual experience. First, the main second hand starts its buttery smooth sweep, and then the mode subdial hand moves, and then the world time subdial cycles clockwise all the way to 12 o'clock. It's like this completely unnecessarily organized chaos, and there's nothing better. The world time function is accessed via the bottom pusher. Hold it for 3 seconds and the second hand will point to the time zone that the 6 o'clock subdial is displaying. In this mode, you can change the time zone using the upper or lower pushers. Once a zone has been picked, the watch will automatically go back to normal operations after 10 seconds. To set the alarm, pull the crown out to the first position. Using the lower pusher, you set the alarm time on the 6 o'clock subdial, and then use the upper pusher to turn on or off the alarm. The main second hand will indicate whether it's on or off. To test the alarm, hold the upper pusher and you'll hear a very pleasant chime that, if not for anything else, is just cool to listen to. Objectively, this thing is a Swiss assassin. You just can't beat that functionality. For normal people who don't have an uncontrollable addiction to hoarding watches, but they're happy with just one solid good-looking watch that does everything they need, this is the kind of watch that they're looking for. The Excelsior shares almost all the same features with the exception of world time. It's got a chronograph, an alarm, and is solar powered, and I guess one could argue that the more modest feature set makes it less overwhelming and more user-friendly. For the most part, access to each of the functions is the same as on the 508. The post-millennium boom of watch designs was a wild time, and the Excelsior and 508 are prime examples of that. I don't necessarily think we're headed in the wrong direction, but I do fondly look back at the earlier models of Tag, Tudor, Seiko, Citizen, and many other brands and wonder if maybe we're focused too much on broadly accepted minimalism over more niche designs. Regardless, these two watches are awesome, and a great reminder that while the rest of the world seeks out the shiny new stuff, there's plenty of gold in the older stuff. These are certified degenerate classics. That is all. Stay classy. I sure as hell won't.